Hello everyone, this is Pradeep from Fairuni. I'm going to talk about importance of mainframe and cloud computing in banking sector. Mainframe are those like strong computer which have very strong processing unit which are used to analyze big data and process like big um, um, very big size of transaction. And it works through cloud computing. There are the three different type of cloud computing: private, public, and hybrid. Private computing are those computing only where the subscribed parties can have access to it, and public computing are those computing where public and any other individual and organization have access to it. Hybrid has hybrid computing are those computing where certain parties, only certain parties can have access to it. So there are three different ways to implement the cloud computing. There are the software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Software as a service allows any user to use any software without having them to install in their local machine. Platform as a service allows any user to use to create any application through the development kit found in the cloud computing, where they don't have to install any software or development kit in their local machine. Infrastructure as a service means they get access to the virtualized server, like Amazon use infrastructure as a service. And I'm going to talk about three different core business of any bank. I'm going to talk about home loans, credit cards, and agriculture financing. Home loans are those loans which are allowed to its customer to pay as a mortgage in the contract. Like you have to pay weekly, for fortnightly, or monthly until your mortgage is paid. Credit card are those card which are given to you by the bank, so that you can use it as it is digitalized money, and you don't have to pay interest up to certain number of days. After that, you have to pay the interest of you have expenses. Infrastructure, I'm going to talk about agriculture financing as well, where bank gives loans to the poor farmer, where they are not able to do farming without the help of the government. So the government helps the farmers to grow to do the farming by giving them loan in lower interest. And I'm going to talk about security and privacy. Like any banking needs your whole information, like name, date of birth, your current address. So it doesn't has to be go public. Like you don't want to go like anyone can access your personal information, and you might lose your money. So the security and privacy must be very regulated and strong in any banking sector to give the proper secure feeling to the customer. And I'm going to talk about ICT workloads. There are the three different types of ICT workloads: batch workloads, transactional workload, and analytical workload. Batch workload generally are those workload where you set scheduled payment workload, which only mainframe computer can do it, like millions of biller in 1 second. And transactional workload is are those workload which are uncountable, like there are millions and million transactions going in a second. So only the mainframe computer can do such transactional workload. And analytical workload, where the mainframe computer analyze the reviews given by certain business user, so that it can predict the future of the banking sector, like what needs to be updated, what needs to be deleted, like that. So the benefit of the cloud computing in banking sector are it makes the banking sector simpler, faster. There is no loss of data. There is unlimited storage. You don't have to worry you don't have to worry about any out of storage. Like in cloud, there is unlimited storage, and it is easily available. Like simple example, when you save something in your Google Drive, you just have to log into your Google Drive, and you've got the access to your data. And easy to analyze big data. Like I've already said, mainframe computer can analyze big data it takes time. Like mainframe computer can also take time, like 10 second to 100 second to analyze big data, but it is really fast than any human or than any other normal computer. So mainframe computers are only computer that can analyze big data. Why use mainframe computer? Yes, mainframe is are used in every bank now because it is the big iron, it is the muscle of the current age technology, and only mainframe computer can has the capacity to sustain such workloads, such data, such vast, like big size of data. It can store, it can analyze, it can process any transaction. Like there is no limitation in mainframe computer. Like for now everything is possible with the mainframe computer. So banking sector has been really easy with the help of the mainframe computer. So every bank use mainframe computer.